Hello and welcome to the M.I.Crafted realm. I'm Jew Mountain and this is episode 4 from our world. We left off last episode after building up some redstone contraptions. We built ourselves 4 farms to sort of both help with sort of our way of life a little bit and also to help with, stocking some of our shops. Now those 4 farms were a cow cooker, a little sugarcane farm, a honeycomb farm, and the most important one, the wool farm. So that way we wouldn't be able to have a lot of just free building blocks and a lot of sort of scaffolding stuff to use. Now, as you may have been able to see from the time lapse, we did build up a house for our cow cooker, as well as one for our wool farm. Now, both of those designs were kind of left a little bit bare because I thought we could do the interior here today with you guys. And as you can sort of see, I've stopped placing some of the honeycomb block and the honey because the bees themselves seem to have been building up their hive just a little bit. So, as we're here to sort of investigate and, study some of the mythical creatures that this land has, I thought I might just leave it and sort of see how it plays itself out. I mean, as you can see, we do have that skeleton horse that we managed to pick up last episode, sort of in between collecting some resources. And, as you may recall, I gave Lily the rights to the other 2 that I'd found, and they are sitting safely in her shop. Now, however though, after I'd done that, we were greeted by more, and it just so happens to be like these skeleton horses really want to be here with us. So I'm not sure what they're doing, but we've got a few of them in the paddock there with our cows, and while we're over here, let's just sort of leave on that. That's a bit of an interesting thing I've found, that they just keep coming here to stay. So I'm just sort of think we might need to build them up a home a little bit later on. But while we're over here, let's have a look at our cow cooker, which we have 2 buildings for, because I don't know, I just like the idea. So you can sort of see we have a very similar style, and they're connected by a bridge. And now, as I said, I haven't done any interior, so we have no way to actually access this house without going through the thing itself, coming up here, and then we've got a lovely little bridge that we can cross. Now, that's not the plan for how it should stay. I want it to have its own access point through here and then sort of come over here where the actual cooker will be and the storage. And I'm thinking that this might be our workshop where we build up our little figurines and, all that sort of stuff there. So that's what I've got so far here. I'm missing a few spruce logs there, as you can kind of see. But so that's how this one's come up, and I'm kind of happy with it. I like its design and its shape, and it's big, but it's sort of, these all make the builds, this sort of town come alive a little bit more. But the different colouring for the roofs, I've gone with red with the far one where the actual kill chamber and mechanism setup is. And then I've gone with a bit more of the moss and, the plants and life where we create our new sort of figurines and whatever else may come from there. But before we venture on any further, I would like to sleep, and then let's go and check out our sheep. Alright, over here on the new connecting road from the bridge, which still does need a little bit of tidying up a bit, which, I think will get done just sort of as this episode sort of continues through. But you can see that we have our very large and very colourful wool factory. We still have some sheep over here in a pen, which I kind of want to have as a bit more of a field, maybe just, I'm not too sure, up on this point I think, because I want to make a connecting bridge to that island just here and bring the path along. Now again, as you can see, we've built the whole thing, but we have no interior. And you may also notice that we have 3 or 4 white sheep here instead of the proper colours. And if you go and sort of be able to come through, you would notice that these 2 here have a significant amount less than the others. And I don't know what it is, alright? I've gone AFK here, done a bit of, trying to get some more wool and everything built up to do this whole area. And when I've come back, it first started off with these back 2, the red and the nope, I'm turned around with the red and the yellow sheep. You see, I'd come back down and their pods would be empty. Now, we play on Bedrock, we're pretty used to mobs despawning. However, though, there was cooked meat in the chests, which indicates that these sheep were killed. Now, the first time I thought nothing of it. I thought, okay, maybe Athica's accidentally shot some arrows. I didn't have anything set up around here. It's all cool. Breed up some more sheep, put them in. The next day, the same things happened again. And now this is around the same time that all those skeleton horses are starting to appear. So, I don't know if they're related, but yeah, so these guys have had a few misunfortunes. And then the same thing happened here to our... Nope, our black sheep's fine, I think. No, it did happen. It happened to our black sheep, our grey sheep, and our light grey sheep. And, again, if they just despawned, there was nothing in the chests, I'd just think that this was just Bedrock being Bedrock. But, and I've kept the evidence in the chest here. We have at least 6 deaths that have taken place, from our sheep, and I'm really confused what's actually happening to them. They're not despawning or anything like that. They're clearly being killed off. And I just find it so weird that it's the same timing as our skeleton horses keep appearing. But with all that said, we are over here in a very, very empty sheep factory, which I need to sort of decorate up pretty quick today because we have a meeting booked with Lily, who is going to be sort of the colourful shop where they sell sort of dyes and stained glass. I'm pretty sure I'm a bit hazy on the details, but that's why we're having a meeting. Because if she's selling colourful things, I have wool. And I've planned already a few other shops, so I don't actually intend to sell this wool. So I want to sort of strike up a deal with Lily and, let her get some access to this so that we can maybe earn a few diamonds while we do pretty well much nothing. But in order to sort of have a proper meeting, we need to sort of clear this space up and actually make an office, make somewhere that we can have this meeting where we can store the excess wool, where we can, do all that sort of stuff. So I think what we're going to do first off is, I think we're going to tend to this room here, where, as you can see, I've kind of left the stoniness of the outside path to sort of try and bleed in here. And I'm thinking what I might want is, because the roof is very spruce, everything's really dark around it, I'm thinking I might use a bit of oak wood on the floors here. And now on either side, I'm thinking of maybe just having a one block sort of staircase that leads me all the way up to the next level, and maybe blocking off some of this section, clearing it up with a bit of glass, seeing what the parrots are going to do around here. And yeah, so I think that might be what we do for this bottom section. Still leave everything here as a single chest storage, because I think we might work up the top layer, or the second floor, with our office and storage. So let me now just quickly, decorate up this area as I've just said, and then let's come in for the next part. Alright, let's see if we can get that done. And just like that, we now have a bottom floor to our wool factory. Each sheep has its little pod all sort of nicely set up with a bit of that blacking out wool to sort of hide the behind the workings. But I'm actually really happy with how this come up. I love the little curvature of sort of this stone pillar. It annoys me that we don't have any sort of the white variants of this, or I mean we do, but I don't have enough quartz to actually make up the stairs, and I don't think it'll quite fit with how the wool is. But yeah, that's the only sort of downside that I have with it, is it doesn't kind of continue that nice round curve. But yeah, I've also got some clay pots that I want to put in, so the flower pots, clay pots. That way I can, get a little bit more flowers that decorate in here. But I'm really happy with how this has come up. Everything's looking quite neat. All of our sheep are now coloured correctly, and we still have one little baby to grow up. But other than that, yeah, I think it's all good. So let's walk on up here now to our second level, which, as you can see, we've got a nice little glass floor in, so we can keep an eye out for anyone entering the factory while we're AFK and taking out our sheep, and try and catch the bandits. But we've also got perfectly split up into sort of 2 levels where we can have storage over here and set up a bit of our office space in this section. So that's pretty much what I'm going to try and do. I think I might even, fence this area off or something. I don't know, maybe do a divider, but I don't know, some way of sort of telling apart how we've got our storage over there and we've got the nice sort of meeting table and everything set up over here. Now, I think that I'm going to enclose in that roof, so that means that yes, there'll be a lot of dark space up there if I don't torch it up. So I'm going to do that because I don't want mobs spawning above my head while I'm AFK. So I think that's what we might do now. Just like before, I've explained what I'm going to do, so hopefully we can create some magic and get it to look okay before our meeting with Lily. Alright, be back shortly. Alright, a little bit of time has passed now, and also the introduction of some leaves, but you'll see that in a minute. Unfortunately though, I still have not yet done this path, and we're getting pretty close to that meeting time with Lily, so I think once I show you off all this, the meeting room and the storage area, I think I might just kind of try and tidy up this space just a little bit before Lily comes around. Alright, so let me spin around now and show you our wool factory. Alright, so as you can see, we have now added in some leaves with the composters to sort of make a bit of like a bush sort of thing in a pot, but we've also used them to make some vines along with the glow berries to sort of help sort of emulate a bit more light in here, but also give a bit more life and overgrown. Now I'm just really happy with how this is all going. The plan is to let all of the copper sort of oxidize at different stages and then just sort of keep it to there. Like, I see this one here might come along and wax it because we're at that stage. But yeah, I think you guys get the point of what we might do with that. Have it a bit of an overgrowth area. Now I have added in some dark oak fences on each gate on the both bottom and top of the stairs so that we can actually use this farm and go AFK here. So we chuck on up and we may now enter in, for the first time, our meeting and storage room. Alright, now all of the torches will eventually be replaced with lanterns. However though, I don't have a lot of iron, need to go past Ranger's shop, and I don't have a lot of emeralds. Got to trade with the librarian to get them so we can get some lanterns. So the torches will eventually be replaced. Just not yet. Alright, but as you can see, I've made use of the spruce trapdoors to sort of have a few shells up there with some little wool blocks. I wish I had a bit more variety, but unfortunately at the moment I only have the 3, or I can only find the 3 in my chests. Really got to sort out that area when we do the cow cooker, but we're here at the wool farm at the moment. But yeah, we've got a nice little meeting table, so that way, we can have up to all 4 of us on the realm here having a meeting if we need at some point. We've also got, because I did say that this was the AFK sort of area, we've got a nice comfortable bed for whoever may be sort of, AFK'd here, and if they come up and see that, oh, I've got to sleep, well, they've got easy access to a bed. Now I've gone with the different varieties of copper for the roof, and yet again I will sort of try and age that out and let it be just a little bit more sort of, worn in. I've also gone in again with a bit more of the barrels sort of messiness of, there is a lot of storage sort of spilling over from its area into here, and made use of the sort of the mini blocks, as well as sort of having them a little bit of a phasing into the trapdoors to sort of give a bit more depth and size to these mini blocks. Now if we come on over, you can see that the exact same setup is over here and mirrored on the opposite side, but we've also got now all of our storage which is color coded to where we have our sort of wool, and as you can see we're getting up a nice supply, so I think it's a good time now that we're about to get into a deal with Lily to try and get some of this sold off and make a bit of a profit. So I'm really happy with this area. I would like to get the lanterns in and maybe even add some candles to sort of just get that atmosphere sort of feeling around here. I don't know. I'm a bit indecisive about it, but I am really happy with how this whole thing has come up. So I think what I've got to do now is tidy up the pathways a little bit, and then yeah, so I think when we come back in next, it'll be with that meeting with Lily. Alright guys, so I'll catch you over there. I've been very tired when I built this up, and I thought, come on, this is a wool farm, it's gotta be colourful.
The only thing I would have done different is full out like proper rainbow.
Lily, do you know how hard it is to do proper rainbow at 4 o'clock in the morning with no sleep? Alright, so it's lovely to meet you here on the Phantom Bridge, named after Athica's Fail, but that's another story. I've called you here because I'd like to make a deal or a bit of a business proposition.
Khajiit is interested in deals.
Alright, so I have heard through the large grapevine of the vast people that play on our realm that you are interested in selling products of, vast different colours and that sort of variety.
Colours, yes. Colours do please the Khajiit, and the colours please the Khajiit's customers.
Ah, well, beautiful, because you see, I have made myself a farm so I can do some redstone stuff, and, it has a bit of... Well, it makes a bit more than I need necessarily. So I'm happy to, maybe make a deal and see if my excess can make me a little bit of money and make you a bit of money. What do you think? Are you interested?
Khajiit seems the deal worthy.
Okay, so it's worthy, so I reckon let's come over and see my wool factory.
Let's do that.
Mind the skeleton horse has been a bit of a problem. They've been showing up and unrelated sheep are being killed. So just be careful of him.
Okay.
So, as you can see, we have the most beautiful care for all of our sheep here at the wool factory. We do make sure that our employees are comfortable and have a well-being of life, despite what Mr. Pro Rain would like to say about me. I do treat my employees well. So we've got this lovely area here where you can see, nice bits of wool are already sort of gathering up in the sort of the smaller storage where it's a bit easier to collect. And then we bring it upstairs to where we have our business room and, the storage for all of our supplies. Right. So, as we're making a deal, I'll allow you to come up the very safe sort of entranceway and enter into our meeting and storage room.
Ooh,
now,
very nice.
If you can't tell, here we sell, mushrooms and mushroom products.
Mushroom product, okay.
No, it's wool. And, we do like to put it on a bit of display because I do believe that our sheep here, though some have been going missing, they're very good quality and very loyal sheep, produce very high quality wool. So, I'd like to show you all the product that we do have. So, as you can see, we have every single colour that you may desire, and we already have enough stock for you to be able to set up shop to be able to draw in the customers before getting them hooked on the product.
Ooh, yes. Lots of wares, lots of money.
Yes.
Which is like...
So, as you can see, we've got all of the goods here and, coming in strongly. We could probably now move this over to the meeting table. And I'm just realising for someone that likes using mini blocks, I didn't really make the seats something so we could actually sit in properly. I did it for the campfire outside, but not the business table. Damn it! Alright, you know what? Again, priorities.
Khajiit doesn't mind perching.
Okay, well that's good to hear. So far the deal's going well. Good, going well. So, what I would like to propose is that you may have free access to AFK here, free access to collect any amount of wool that you desire to sell in your shop or to use personally. And in return, for every stack of wool you sell, no matter what colour or what deals you may run at your shop, for every 2 stacks, I would like to receive 1 diamond.
Khajiit finds this acceptable.
Yeah, so you'd like to become partners in this?
Yes, business partners would please Khajiit greatly.
Perfect. Now, because I've set up such a lovely farm that looks after all of our employees, Raya, I was wondering maybe you wouldn't mind, looking after the shop front and all that sort of stuff?
Of course.
Yeah?
It would bring Khajiit pleasure.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ah, so happy. Whee!
Bit freeing, I take it.
It is because I've got a cow cooker farmhouse over there that I've just got to build up. You know that I'm selling wood. I mean, you probably wouldn't know because I haven't set up a shop or advertised, but I'm working on it. And I've also got to go mining for some resources. So yes, if you could build the shop, it would be very, very helpful for me.
Not a problem. Let's build a wool shop.
Beautiful. And yeah, so feel free to have at any of the suppliers while building at it. You know. Yeah, I think this will be a good deal.
Khajiit agrees.
Also, there is one secret about this whole operation. Mr. Proranga said we're only allowed to have one of these in a certain parameter of each other, but it looks too good in this area not to put it, and I'm not getting rid of the one in my tower. So this is just a like a business secret here that this flower exists.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
All right, sweet. All right, I think that I think we've made a pretty good effort here.
Yes.
Very happy.
This shall be very profitable for us both, I think.
Yeah.
And I believe I already have a buyer for black wool.
Oh, beautiful. Well, as you can see, we are stocked. Now, the black wool is a little bit less than all the others, and that is due to he took some vacation time. His aunt was feeling a bit sick, so yeah, he wasn't able to produce as much wool. But we've got a replacement in there working hard as we speak.
I believe it would do the customer well to vary the colours, if you get what I mean. Bit of black, bit of grey, bit of light grey. Should do him very nicely.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
more profit for us.
Yes, indeed. Oh, I think we've done a really good deal here. I'm happy with this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, thank you for stopping by. You're always obviously welcome up here now. I'm gonna, when I have a spare hour more like it, I'm going to try and rename an item so I can put up here 4 times saying staff only. And you are one of the staff, so you are free access in here. Also, feel free if you find any of the missing sheep head. I'm so close to getting them all on this row. I only have one on this row. Yeah.
What colour is it?
Yellow. Oh, yes. So because of your texture pack, you can't quite see. So having the mob heads here will help because this shows us red, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes. So this will also be able to help you. So if you don't want to run upstairs to grab stock, you can just come in here without having to look at which one's which. So that'll be good actually having them up there as a good indicator for anyone that might have different texture packs.
Yeah, no, it works well. The colours are there, the faces are vastly different from the ones that are on the sheet.
Oh, I bet you go from like vanilla to textured.
Yeah, the mini blocks do not take on my texture pack.
Yeah, I know, which sucks because I can't do some of the like a trap room. So if I wanted to have a hidden wall and I just use the mini blocks so you could just walk through it, you would see it.
I would
because
see
it'd just be mini blocks to you.
And that so-called hidden barrel of yours.
Yeah, I know. But hey, we're business partners now, so I don't feel so scared about you knowing some secrets.
Yes. I might even start building some of my own underneath the shop.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. And yeah, I almost looked at him.
Ow!
Yeah, remember you don't have armor on. He is just walking up to you to say, "Oi, mate, you did get a bit close to me." Oh wait, no, he's doing southern style. He walked back to you and now he's taken 15 paces. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back.
That scared me so much. I didn't realise he was that close behind me.
Mate, I don't care if I'm wearing armor or not. Don't take my blocks right in front of me. I'm sorry, Lily. He just vandalised. And do you know what the worst thing is?
What?
Okay, actually, no.
Yeah.
This might just be the worst thing. Look what block he took.
Oh.
He's trying to knock down my tree. But no, come over here, right? Because I did up a time lapse for when I built the AFK fish hut, and it was the last one I did, and I needed to record a scene. And as you can sort of see by the trapdoor there that I forgot to put in, it took me an hour to get one bit of grass to grow on each one of these window pot plants that I did, because I didn't have silk touch or anything. Look, normally an Enderman picks up one block and then just goes away from the area, right? Can you tell me what I did wrong?
Are you sure an Ender stole those?
Who would take my my grass blocks, one with having a flower on it? Tell me. I don't know anyone that would just come along and go, you know what, I need some dirt and, oh, look, there's a flower pot there. Nobody will notice it. To be fair, I didn't notice it until I went AFK up here and I went, hang on a minute, where's my flower bed?
I don't know, the other guys can be pretty spiteful sometimes.
Alright, so I think that meeting went fairly well with Lily over there. She really liked the sort of farm that we've got set up and our storage and meeting room. And yeah, no, so I think we've got a really good deal and a pretty good business partner to be working with. So she's going to take care of, you know, setting up all the shop and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I think we might do some AFK after this so we can get a bit more of that black wool that she was after for her client. Now, I have cut the footage a little bit short there with our interaction with Lily, the Khajiit, because, well, it was going to start running over time for the video, which we're starting to get towards the end of. And she raised a few actual good points, and we did a little bit of a look around of our area just here. And she set us a challenge as well, which, you know, I'm going to leave that, you know, part of that meetup until next episode, because I think that challenge is what we might be doing next episode. So, you know, I think that that's all looking up pretty good. There's just one last thing that I would really love to do, and that is just take a quick look at our, you know, campfire that I set up, because you may have heard in that meeting that I put nice comfy chairs for the campfire, but I didn't do anything for our actual meeting room, which I'll try and fix up on. But as you can see over here, I have used the little mini blocks of the drip stone block, so we have actual seats so we can sit around our campfire. And you know, I'm really happy with just being able to have that feature. However, though, I didn't think at the time to incorporate it into our bloody chairs at our meeting table. So yeah, I'm a bit upset about that. But you know what? We can add it in later. It's not a problem. I've also got to move this chest, and I think I'm going to keep those up here because so far that's the only evidence, and it's also, well, weird camera angle, it's also the only sort of proof that we have that these sheep didn't despawn, but they were actually killed. Now, I don't know what would want to attack our sheep. So like, just look at how peaceful they are down there. You know, it's always our red and our yellow one that seem to be the ones that get attacked the most. So we might need to set up something to look up over there. But, you know, as we sort of started this whole thing off with, it's also our grey ones too, like our light grey, our dark grey, and even our black sheep. They were also getting attacked. So, I'm not too sure what's going on there. I'm also not too sure what's going on with those vines. Hang on. What? Thought I could have vines as, you know, a little bit of decoration on these bushes for our plants. I cannot. But on that note, guys, I really do hope that you guys have enjoyed watching us build up our first sort of business proposition that we're going to be sharing with someone, you know, and just the way it's all been decorated, our meeting. And I hope you guys are also really keen to sort of see the challenge that Lily has set for us, because I think it's a great one, and, you know, I'm really looking forward to trying to achieve it next episode. So, with all that said, I hope you guys have enjoyed everything and are looking forward to you know, next time. But until then, a good